Ryan here for Bender Wins, back with another free play. And this is going to be a play that you either love or hate. Before we jump into that, guys, yesterday we cashed a free pick winner. We won our T in a play, and the opening to CFL, I shipped the bet. My game, Canadian football, right? 0-2 to start off Canadian football. Not exactly how we want to get started there. We did cash our T in a play, and as I mentioned, guys, we did win another free pick winner yesterday. Albeit in grand fashion. So the bullpens in baseball have been something else this year, and this one just happened to work into our favor. So I have a play for you guys today. I'm going to walk you through the math behind it, and as I've already said, you're either going to love it or hate it. So before we break down the math of that, really quickly, guys, lighter card today. We do have a lighter card. We have some carryover, some plays that are carrying over from previous days, but we do have a 2-unit play, and it is a 2-unit prop, okay? It is a team totals prop that we have in baseball today, and there's just such a huge amount of value, and I know I keep coming out and saying there's huge amount of value in our T-unit plays, and we keep hitting them, right? If you are interested, guys, in joining BenderWins.com, like I said, a little bit of a lighter day. Yesterday, very, very high volume day. Today, much quieter, but we do have a big play. BenderWins.com if you're interested. Other than that, guys, let's jump into our free play and talk about the math behind why we're doing this. So today I'm rocking my Toronto Blue Jays hat, which naturally means we're going to just go ahead and fade them now. We are going to go with first 5 innings, Minnesota minus 182. Now, I've already said there's 2 types of people who are going to watch this video, okay? There's going to be the people who are afraid of juice and have these rules say, oh, I'll never bet anything over minus 150, or all those rules that I've come out and said they limit you from making money. Or you have the people on the other side that understand what we're doing here, math and value. So I actually want to take a second and walk you through the math behind this and why it makes sense to bet the game. All right, so obviously we're paying a bit of juice here, minus 182. So let's help that make sense. And why does it make sense for us to pay that kind of juice on this game in the first 5 innings? Well, here's the math. So we are looking at Minnesota winning the first 5 innings 59% of the time. Now, very quickly, you can say to yourself, well, hold on, Bender. 59% win rate. At that, we're definitely not beating minus 182. So how is this a profitable line? Well, that is because there's actually 3 factors that can happen in a first 5 innings. You can have Toronto win, boo. You could have Minnesota win, yay. Or you could have a 0 non-factor, which is a tie. So you have to eliminate the tie factor because the tie is 0-sum. Doesn't matter, refunds like the bet never happened. So we have to eliminate that. So when I break it down, we actually see that there will be a tie about 14% of the time. And that is neither a positive nor a negative. So we're going to eliminate that completely. And now we're going to see that if we get rid of the 14%, there is a result, positive or negative result, 86% of the time. So we are going to divide our 59% expected win rate by the 86% of time that there's actually a result. And that means out of that 86% where there's a result, we will win that 68.6% of the time. So when we throw that into our Trust the Odds calculator, what number does it spit out? Minus 218. The true line for this should be minus 218, not minus 182. And that, my friends, is value. It's what so many people struggle to comprehend and wrap their mind around. But at the end of the day, what we are doing here, guys, is simply identifying value, beating closing lines, practicing bankroll management. The money comes. In a nutshell, my friends, this goes back to what I was talking about in a previous video, that professionals are not afraid of juice one way or another. Amateurs are afraid of high juice, high underdogs. I don't know why it is. But the faster you wrap your mind around what we're trying to do here, the better off you're going to be. We have a plus 270 underdog today in Masterclass, okay? Plus 270. Do I think they're going to win? No. So why would you bet them, Bender, if you don't think they're going to win? Very simple. They're going to win enough times to make that 270 very profitable. If I could bet that game and only that game every single day, okay, for the rest of my life, just one game at plus 270 and that specific game, there's a good edge on it, okay? I would go to sleep unhappy most nights, but guess what? Over the long term, I would win a bunch of money because the probability and the math dictate that we have a nice edge. So even though I'm not going to win that game the majority of times, the times I do are more than going to cover the losses. And it's the same thing with this, guys. It is all math and probability. BenderWins.com for the full card and more education like this. I wish you guys the best of luck. We'll see you soon.